Amazon seller, do you ever feel like your product is just drowning in a sea of competitors? The struggle is real. I know. With so many products and so many offers, it's like finding your product in a needle in a haystack. So imagine the negative impact on your business if your unique offering is overlooked in a blink of an eye. But fear not, in today's video, we're about to show you a game-changing strategy that will not only rescue your product, but also elevate it to a level that you only dreamed of. And the simple hack, which is not so simple, is to showcase your USP or your unique selling proposition. Basically, what makes it different. Do you want to know more hacks like this one that's gonna elevate your brand, help you sell more, and give your listing the edge that it needs? We have a whole playlist of Amazon listing optimization hacks waiting for you right here. So what is this USP game changer formula? Basically, it's your unique selling proposition. It's identifying your USP. How do you tell them the story correctly of your USP, all right? So basically, it's the product features. You have to identify these unique features that are gonna make you stand out. If you stand out, most likely you'll get that click and you'll get that conversion, but you have to stand out. Everybody's looking at the same data. Let's take this smartphone, right? Maybe your USP is a longer battery life, or it's a high resolution camera. It can be a lot of things. So make sure that you are telling those customers those benefits, right? So if you have to tell them the benefits. Sometimes we overlook and we think we're telling them the benefits when we're actually not, right? So it's understanding how you solve your customers' problems and you fulfill their needs. They're going to Amazon because they have a problem. They have to clean the kitchen. They want to press garlic. That's why they sell garlic presses, right? They want to illuminate themselves. They want to use a microphone for better audio. So make sure you're solving their problems and you're telling them how you're solving them. So for example, for this cozy blanket that you see right here, the USP, it's its ability to provide exceptional warmth. Showcase it, in a cool way. Maybe that buyer persona has a lot of kittens, for example, or it's a kitten blanket. Make sure you're telling them that, right? Maybe it's quality or durability. Emphasize the quality of the product. A lot of times, buyers go into Amazon thinking that a lot of these products are badly made because of a lot of reviews, etc. So make sure that you stand out because your product has that quality that it offers, all right? So including materials used or overall durability. For example, these shoes are made with high quality leather and durable construction, so that ensures longevity. What does this mean? This means that you're telling them like, hey, if you buy these shoes, they're not gonna tear down. Maybe that's a problem that they're having after you've done all your research. Obviously, this is just an example, but for example, if you're selling construction shoes or something else like that, and durability is a very, very big thing, make sure you're telling them that it's different from your competitors in that sense. Another thing that a lot of Amazon sellers miss sometimes is find your relevant keywords. You can use apps like Helium 10, you can use other apps out there. You can, if you don't have any money to spend on them, use Bard, use ChatGPT, use AI, use Google, use Ask the Audience. There's so many free tools out there, but make sure you're leveraging the keyword research, okay? And identifying high-ranking keywords. Remember, sometimes high ranking doesn't necessarily mean they're good for you because then you're competing against other people. Let's use an example that we did. We sell candy, and the keyword candy, even though there's a super broad search term and there's a lot of people search for it, it was actually counterproductive for us. So we went to our niche, which I'm not gonna tell you, but we went to our niche and sales increased drastically, right? So example, fitness trackers. Keywords such as activity monitor, heart rate tracker, or fitness watch, these are things people are looking for. If you are offering those values, make sure you're stating it everywhere that you can, visually, even through audio or your videos, obviously, or through text. Also, another thing that you should be looking out for is the competitor analysis. Obviously, you don't want to, I call it Pitbull. Remember Pitbull, Mr. 305? So what he did when he went through that Mr. Worldwide phase was that he grabbed a lot of really successful songs and he did a lot of remixes. And he made something huge, right? So maybe, look at your competitors and see what you can improve on top of them. So make sure you identify those patterns. Super important. So for example, this is a waterproof fitness watch. So you might consider incorporating similar terms to your keyword strategy, right? Cool. Titles. Titles are very important because that's how people read it and find you, right? Write a title with the following hack. Instead of writing something, sometimes less is more, but you want to give as much as you can in a reduced way as possible. So for example, instead of writing wireless Bluetooth earbuds, yes, they have wireless Bluetooth earbuds, but they have a long battery life because that's a huge problem for the consumers. And they also have a crystal clear sound. So maybe, you're doing a competitor against, not Apple, but you want to be in that market. Hey, all the other competition, except Apple's, for example, are bad. Mine has crystal clear sound. So in this example, we didn't just, the optimized style not only includes the basic information, right here, wireless, which is very important, that's what they are, but it also highlights the USPs. Maybe yours long battery life is way longer, 10%, 20% longer than your closest competitor. So in this example, we only not highlight the basic, but only highlight the USP, all right? Example number 2, original title was cotton bed sheets. The other one was soft, wrinkle resistant, and queen size titles, all right? By the way, if you by any chance want to get your titles, formulated, enhanced, scan this QR code and we'll make your titles look great at an amazing price. And if we like you, which I'm sure we did, we'll give you an extra discount if you mention the word January 2024. Okay, just in case to see if you watch this video. Do's and don'ts for your titles, very straightforward, to the point. Do's, make sure you're separating the what you want people to read by, giving them space, right? Like commas. So you give them that pause, all right? This improves readability and it doesn't look confusing. Very important, so they understand what they're reading. If the product is multi-pack, mention it. Mention the quantity, like, hey, it's a 50 pack, all right? 15 pack instead of 5, etc. I would do the pack because it's just shorter than sets of 5. You'll see in a minute why, because there's a character limit. Consider that it's limited to 200. Don't waste your space on adding just irrelevant keywords, right? Or relevant words. I'll show you why in a bit. Also, capitalize the first letter of each of your product title. This will be easier to read and digest as well. If you're writing a numeric value, don't write the actual word. Like for example, instead of writing 7, put the number 7, right? It's easier, it's better, it's gonna save you characters as well. And it's easier for people to read as well. Obviously don't capitalize everything because people think you're yelling, right? Like all caps. Don't include particular details of your listing, all right? So for example, free shipping, don't do that. Amazon already does that if you're Prime, so you're wasting attention. Don't include subjective adjectives. Fantastic, awesome, great, the best. Like, people don't really like that. This is not 2012. Don't use HTML characters. And don't include too much information. A lot of times, less is more, right? Less is more a lot of times. All right, this case study, this is for one of our clients. Her name is Olga, and she used to sell, she doesn't sell that anymore because she has something new, but she used to sell this smart light bulbs. And her initial title was this, right? And then we optimized it to this. So we give them more values. Hey, it's color changing, it's Alexa and Google Home compatible, it's smart, etc., etc., etc. These were the results. And before coming to us, she used to sell 100 a month. This is just a case study. And after that, she was selling around 140. So that's a 40% increase in her sales. That's a lot. So the initial title lacks specificity, means that it wasn't specific enough, right? You want it to be as specific as possible. The more specific, the better, because people are going through life just as fast as they can. That's why I'm talking as fast as I can, so you can watch all this information as fast as possible, because most likely you're doing it or either something else, or you just got a call, like I just got a call, or you have your kids around you or something. So you want people to read and have your attention as fast as possible, right? So be specific. So the initial title lacks being specific and fail to highlight the unique features, right? So by optimizing the title and specifying the unique selling propositions and incorporating relevant keywords, we improve as much as we can. And that is it for all.